This is Euston Railway Station in London. It's a place of fusion and diversity, with people from all cultures working and passing through. But it wasn't always that way.
As recently as 1966, at some British railway stations, black people weren't allowed to work in jobs where they came into contact with the public.
But this man, Asquith-Xavier, was determined to change that. I've come to Chatham in Kent to meet Asquith's son Robertson, daughter Maria, and niece Adrina.
People used to come to him for advice. He was like the head of the family then.
As the youngest daughter, he was very protective towards me. I remember a lot of the time sitting on his lap or he holding my hand.
After World War II, there were desperate shortages of workers in Britain. Asquith was part of a generation of people from the Caribbean who came here to keep our workforce going.
The advert went out to the colonies around the world. They said, come to London. England is your mother country. The streets of London are paved with gold. You can have regular jobs and regular income, and you can have a better life.
And they believed it.
Life was hard for the Xaviers and other immigrant families like them, who earned much less on average than other workers. But in 10 years, Asquith worked his way up from porter to guard at Marylebone Station. With a big family to support, in 1966 he applied for a transfer to Euston Station, where guards were paid an extra £10 a week. But he didn't get the job and received an extraordinary letter of rejection.
It was an unwritten law that they wouldn't have any ethnic minority people to meet with passengers.
What kind of jobs were black people allowed to do?
Cleaning, menial tasks. It was blatant discrimination. He was invited, like everybody else who came, for a better future, and then all of a sudden you want to restrict me. It didn't make sense.
Asquith had a battle on his hands. The letter he'd received had been signed off by members of the National Union of Railwaymen, the very people supposed to be supporting him. But he wouldn't take no for an answer. He kept lobbying the union until eventually MPs and British Railways managers started to take notice. On the 16th July 1966, amid intense media pressure, he got his victory.
There is no colour bar now of any description at Euston.
But celebration was short-lived, and before long, Asquith received death threats. The One Show has uncovered some information about what he went through that not even his family has seen before.
So that's kind of scary for me, looking at that colour guard threaten. He has handed 3 anonymous letters to British Railways Police. One promised that his throat would be cut. Another said, when you get to Euston, you will wish you had never come. So I've never seen that before, and I feel very hurt. I feel very hurt by that.
That's quite shocked me.
He was brave as a lion because look at him there. I've seen him in pictures smiling after these things. He was fearless.
For the next 2 years, colour bars continued to affect workers at other stations. But Asquith's fight had started something unstoppable. In 1968, the Race Relations Act made it illegal to refuse someone employment on grounds of their race. Asquith's achievements have never been publicly commemorated. But now, after 50 years, the One Show has a surprise for his family. We've persuaded Network Rail to honour him permanently in the heart of the station.
I've got a little something, a little surprise to show you all. If you want to pull back this curtain. Oh, right, look. So yeah, this plaque is going to stand here now for your father's legacy. No, you're welcome. Thank you. Must be really emotional.
It's indescribable. When we came in there, I think it knocked us all sides.
I'm very happy today. I'm very pleased this happened. Thank you.
Asquith-Xavier's fight helped to make all forms of discrimination in the workplace illegal. His is a name that we should all know.